Alright?
Okay. Hello everybody! Welcome to the first video in this series of learning English with us. Today we're going to be talking... Yeah, with me. Today,
Chinese with me.
Yeah, Chinese with them. So basically today we're going to be talking about a very commonly asked question from all types of non-native English speakers, which is why do native English speakers speak English so fast?
Yeah, you speak fast too.
Yeah. So basically I'm going to answer that right now. We as English speakers do
not me. You.
Yeah, I as an English speaker do not think, well, maybe I speak fast at times, but usually it's because English speakers kind of like combine words in a phrase together, which makes it seem like they're speaking fast. But in reality, it's not. Like, if that makes sense. They combine words instead of saying them separately.
Yeah, sometimes, especially American, like the ignore or skip some words.
Skip some vowels or like some words.
Yeah, skip some vowels,
But,
yes.
yeah, and that's like something that you wouldn't know unless you've been to America. So that's like something really cool that we want to share with you guys so that you could like kind of see how normal like American English speakers talk to each other in casual conversation.
Here we have a list.
Yeah, I made the list of...
The first is
like,
what are you doing?
Wait, so read it.
I read it?
Yeah, so...
Well, sorry, it's a bad example, huh? I'll try that.
Okay, so basically what we're doing here, I have a list of like 10 phrases and then like a few words just to like these are like very common phrases that we use as American speakers in everyday life. Yeah. And then these are often perceived as like being very fast or rushed. So I'm going to explain it. He's going to be the bad example.
Yeah,
so basically, like read it.
Speaking Chinglish first, and she's going to correct to the American English. The first is what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's fast. It's fast.
Well, you speak it fast.
What are you doing?
Usually, if you guys read it, you would read it as "What are you doing?"
Yeah, that's what Chinese people do. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? So you kind of did it, but in native speakers we would say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you doing?
So as you can see, I combined what and are and you basically.
What
so
are
it's
you?
like what are you
doing?
Yeah, so it's like what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm a kind of Americanist as well.
Yeah, he's kind of already Americanized, as you can tell.
Yeah,
kind of. All right, so that's the first one.
The second one is, do you want to go shopping with me?
Yeah, do you want to go shopping with me? So as an American native English speaker, I would say, do you want to go shopping with me?
Yeah, do you want to go shopping with me?
So kind of like the first one, I combined do, you into do you.
And also the want to. Sometimes people say wanna.
Yeah, usually in casual conversation you would say wanna. So combined it'd be
W-A-N-N-A.
Yeah, well,
wanna.
there's captions, right?
Yeah.
So we would say, do you wanna go shopping with me? But instead of shopping with me, I'll say shopping with me. So I kind of like take out the G.
Oh yeah, shopping with me, yeah.
So that would be, do you want to go shopping with me?
That's it.
Yeah. All right.
The third one, number 3, is I like to do a lot of things.
Yeah. So I would say it as I like to do a lot of things. So I like to do, that's all separate, but a lot of, that'd be a lot of.
A lot of things.
A lot of things. Yeah. So that's pretty easy. Okay.
Yeah. The fourth one is do you like it?
Yeah. Kind of like number 2. Do you is combined into
do you like it?
So it'd be do you like it?
Yeah, do you like it?
Do you like
it?
So
the typical Chinese speaking would be do you like it? That's a typical Chinese speaking.
So it's very separate. But in America, we take those words and combine them, and then that's
the fifth one is did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say is did you see that?
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is there. Okay, so instead of saying do you, that'd be do you.
Did you?
Yeah, did you? I would keep did, but I would change you into ya.
Did you?
Did you see that?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, American people always say like you to be ya.
Yeah, but that's usually only in casual conversation.
Yeah.
If you're like typing or like texting someone, you would say you.
Yeah. Number 6 is how about you?
Yeah, this is very common. One of the most infamous fast words. Wait, how about you?
How about you? Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, how about
Yeah,
you?
so
That's right.
yeah, so you gotta do it right. How about you?
I did it right. Yeah, I'm American actually as well.
Yeah, so basically all 3 words are kind of combined together.
Mhm.
But if you like listen closely, when I said about, I kind of took out the A sound, so it just said about.
About.
So how about you?
How about you? How about
And
you?
I also took out the T, so it sounds like how about you?
How about you? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
How
yeah.
about you?
Very familiar. Yes.
Yeah. So like just small stuff that you wouldn't usually notice, but important to make yourself kind of sound like a native.
Right. And the number 7 is did you go?
Yeah.
Did you go?
Short sentence. Did you go? Kind of like one that we already did.
Yeah.
I changed you into ya, so it'd be did you go? Did you go?
Did you go? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the number 8, can you give me something?
Yeah. Can you give me something?
Can you
That'd
give
be
me something?
I would say can you give me something? So can ya? Can I be you to ya again? So can ya give and then give me would be gimme.
Yeah, give me. Give me something.
Gimme, which is gimme. And the something, I would say something.
Something.
Yeah, so I like take out the G.
Is it on the raise or
So-
down? Can you give me something?
That would be
Okay,
up
give me something.
because it's a question. So it'd be, can you give me something?
Something? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, that would be, can you give me something?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Give me something, yeah. Number 9, let me give you something.
Yeah. Opposite of number 8, that means
Mhm.
let me give you something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me, give you, give ya, and something.
Yeah.
Something.
Number 10, would you like to do?
It's what do you like?
Would you like to
kind
do?
of a tense.
Yeah.
So we would say, what do you like to do?
Would you like to do?
So that's kind of all combined. So it's what do you like? So it'd be what do you like to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so those are 10 phrases
Hmm.
of common like rushed.
I think I'm pretty good on that.
Yeah, like
Right?
well, cause like you're a native speaker, but like you guys might not. So I hope that was helpful. And then now I have like a few words that like kind of.
Okay, yeah.
Transfer
The first one is
over.
you have to have a captain on that because it's kind of
It's
something to something.
Yeah, I kind of already talked about that. When you say something with the G, you can take out the G, so it'd be something.
Yeah. That's common.
Yeah, and then also wait. So the second one is
It's
letter
letter.
T.
Yeah, I can understand that because when I first heard Americans speak English, I feel a little bit confused. Like they always turn the T into D,
Yeah.
like a letter. Letter, but they say letter, right?
Yeah, letter. Or like bitter. They say
Yeah, bitter. Yes, like
Yeah.
kitty.
Well, yeah, you kind of did it.
Yeah, computer.
Computer. And then
Yeah, like a Japanese, computer.
and then
Ayddy, really?
80. Yeah, so 80.
80.
Yeah, so basically we substitute the letter D for T. I'm pretty sure like when you guys speak it, you just pronounce the T like it is. So you would say like letter or like bitter.
People can still understand you.
Yeah, people will still understand you, but that's something that will like definitely set you apart from the native English speakers. Yeah. And then another thing I did not put on the iPad, but I just thought about it right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
When non-native speakers usually mess up is when they like confusion in like certain consonants. So for example, if you say 15,
15.
that can sometimes get confused with 50.
Oh yeah. But American people usually they do compute as well.
Yeah.
That's why when I talk about 15, people, if I feel a little bit confusing, people can read from my face.
Yeah.
They probably say, oh, I mean 15.
Yeah.
Right? 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they
So
just
you have to kind of
sure.
place more emphasis on like the last letter, especially if it's like confusing, like 1,000 or 1,000th. I got confused on that one.
Yeah, and another thing is, from my experiences, probably you don't have, but I do, like can and can't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, some people say you cannot do it. I will say like you cannot do it because I want to emphasize it's a not.
Yeah.
But most Americans they don't say like that. This time you can't do that.
Yeah. It'd be
When I heard it, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't. I can't.
That would be scary if you say I can't swim, or I can't swim, and then they throw you into a pool because they thought you said you can't swim. So.
Right. So, but what I learned, I'm not sure it's right or not, but I learned from like the tone. Like Chinese have tone, right?
Yeah.
Like if I say you can do it, you can do it. That means yes, you can. But if you say you can do it, you can. That means you cannot. That's what I learned.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
How do you distinguish the can or can't?
When I'm like talking to my friends, I think like when we talk about like very like confused words such as like can and can't, we like place emphasis on the T, which is like something that like I didn't hear like a lot of like non-native speakers do. They kind of just end on can and like to do it, which is where it gets confusing. But if I'm like talking to my friend, and then I would usually say like I can swim or I can't swim.
It's still the same to me.
Okay, but if you listen closely, if you say I can, if you kind of rush it, it becomes like I can. I can't swim. Well, I don't know. But, it's gonna you have to listen to it.
Yeah, probably you can do what I do to make sure you actually express the correct.
To make sure you don't get drowned.
I can say you cannot.
Yeah, just say.
I would say you cannot. Make sure that people can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I sometimes got confused can or cannot. And especially some people, sometimes they ask me again, you mean can or cannot? Because my pronunciation is probably not perfect. But to avoid this kind of misunderstood, so I would always say you cannot. Like make sure they understand.
Yeah, so like all the contractions like is, isn't, would, wouldn't, could, couldn't. You can just separate them and be is not, could not, would not.
Yeah. Make sure that people understand. It's still maybe one thing I have to mention is sorry. One thing I have to mention is if you are not a native speaker like the young generation, like my age, it's not possible, almost impossible for you to speak as if you are native speaking people like American here. You don't have to have such an expectation. What you're gonna do is as long as you can express what you're trying to say, people don't get confused. It's good enough.
That's like the main goal.
Whatever you learn, whenever you speak, people know you are someone from other country, Asian country.
It's very hard to get rid of the accent.
It's almost impossible. I can tell you. I have to tell you, it's impossible. But you don't have to, since in California, so many people, maybe half of the population, don't speak English at all. Don't care about that. Most of the people you can meet every day in Walmart, in like anywhere on the street.
As long as they understand you, then you're good.
Yeah, they probably not a native speaker either, right? Yeah,
especially where we live, there's like a ton of non-native speakers.
Yeah, that's right. So it doesn't matter. Don't try to speak as perfect as native speaking people. Don't have to do that. Make sure you make your expression understandable and clear. Like can or cannot. Make sure you say cannot. Like people can understand. That's good enough. Don't try to say can't.
Yeah, or she might get thrown into a pool.
That's true. So just set up a correct goal, correct expectation. Life will become much easier.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to learn a second language. And I think it's that way for a lot of languages too. Like I'm learning Chinese at school right now. And I'm pretty
这是个车，这是个蓝色的车。
Oh my god. I hate Chinese.
We learn English, right?
Actually, we're learning about chicken. Fried chicken.
Oh, fried chicken.
炸鸡.
炸鸡.
I know how to order fried chicken, but I don't know how to call the police in Chinese.
Well, you don't have a chance.
Yeah, but...
Oh, yeah. At least I think my English is better than your Chinese.
Hey, that is debatable. You know what? We're gonna have a competition later on in the series. I'll make sure you guys look up for that.
Of course, yeah. All right, we got 15 minutes already.
15.
Yeah, I think it's a long enough.
So
Yeah, probably have to stop here, and then we can. For our audience, if you like this, please subscribe. And also, you have any question or any suggestion, what you want this kind of series to be, just leave a comment
leave
here.
a comment.
You can write in either in Chinese or English. Chinese I can stand, English she can stand. So we can try to improve.
And also probably most of the series is going to be in English.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For both of them.
Yeah.
until we do the competition.
Yeah, but in your channel, probably I can go there to teach Chinese if you probably don't. Not interested. Anyway, forget
Yeah, go check out my channel too.
Uh-huh.
The link will be in the description.
All right. That's it. That's for today.
Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to
Yeah.
like, subscribe, and yeah.
Bye.
Bye.